G'day humans, Chris Stead here. I'm at the SONOS Ace launch event and I've scored a lucky little interview. Could you please introduce yourself for me?
Yes, of course. I am Rebecca Bryce. I am a Programme Manager at SONOS.
So why was the now, obviously it's been a no-brainer for a while for many people, so why is now the time to bring out the first SONOS headset?
Well, I mean, that's a great question. It's been on our roadmap for a while. We have really spent the time meticulously fine-tuning SONOS Ace. And we didn't want to bring out anything before it was ready, and now really is the precise right moment.
You know, SONOS has recently promised, you know, innovative new products.
Yes.
We're in the pipeline. Is the Ace what you were referring to?
Yes, absolutely. Like entering these new categories with new innovations is precisely what we're talking about.
So it is a crowded market though, the wireless headset market. So we've spoken about a few things today, but can you please detail what you think is going to make the SONOS Ace stand out in what is a busy market?
Yeah, I mean, I think its distinctive design is something that certainly is going to catch people's eye, but it's the comfort of the SONOS Ace that's really going to have that kind of longevity effect, and also the experiences like TrueCinema. That means that it's the only experience that SONOS is able to offer kind of uniquely.
So you feel like that's the big thing that consumers won't find anywhere else in the market, or is there anything else you feel like?
That's the differentiator, definitely, but I think it's an interesting kind of balance and something that between mechanical engineering, industrial design and audio, all these kind of functions and aspects coming together to make the most balanced and cohesive headphone that we could.
I've just used it. It sounds amazing. I've got to say, it really does sound amazing. You've landed on a $699 price point here in Australia. Where does that fit you? Who do you see as the competition that you're looking to trounce?
Looking to trounce? Oh, I don't know if I would kind of name and pinpoint any direct competitors, but I think we're aware of the kind of main players within the game, and certainly that SONOS Ace is up for meeting and beating all premium headphone competition.
So one thing that I didn't hear mentioned at all today was gaming. So obviously gaming is a huge category. We've got the SONOS TrueCinema experience happening through the Arc and then later the Beam and the Ray.
Yeah.
So how's gaming going to play into all of this? Is gaming a focus point? Is there anything specific that's going to make use of the tech with gaming?
It's interesting. We've certainly got a lot of gamers in our team, but this is not primarily a gaming headset. But it's something that's a very interesting use case that we'll continue to keep an eye on.
I assume that if you've got your Xbox or your PlayStation going through the Arc, you will be able to still use the headset while you're gaming, and it's got a mic. So for 8 mics, is that correct?
Yes. 4 mics in each cup, so 3 specifically for the active noise cancellation and 1 for the call quality.
I thought the active noise cancellation was excellent, by the way. It was really good.
What did you think of the aware mode?
Good, but the audio was so loud and so precise that it drowned out everything anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, more testing for me on that one.
Yes, exactly.
But yeah, no, it was good. It was good.
Well, you get your review unit and then
yeah. So let's talk about battery life. You've landed on 30 hours, and I understand it can charge to 3 hours and 3 minutes.
Yes.
So really impressive. So what went into kind of hitting that kind of target? That's 30s, kind of near the top.
Yeah, it's really an impressive spec, and that's with aware mode and ANC on as well. So I mean, extensive testing and power optimization to make sure that we were beating that spec.
And obviously the new app's launched this week.
Yes.
And my understanding from what I just heard is that the new app experience was driven by the Ace and a need to kind of untether SONOS from the home?
I mean, that's certainly like a really big driver, but it's not the main driver. I think that there was calls for customers to make sure that we were improving experience and kind of striving to take SONOS to that next level with user experience, and that's really what drove us to take that next step.
We're seeing a lot of the other players in the space offer various price points, various tiers of product in their headset range, but SONOS is coming in with just the one. What's the mentality there, or is that something that you're going to expand on in the future?
I'm not able to comment necessarily on our roadmap, but we're continuing to look at the category and innovate, certainly.
So would this be in the future your top of the range, do you think, if there was any, this is where you feel like it'd be in the top of the range?
I mean, that certainly is the kind of premium price point. Like, we are coming in the luxury headphone market. And yeah, I can see that 699 Australian dollars as being pretty top of the range. Kind
of on the same theme there, obviously, I know we're talking about the Ace today, but those categories also got earbuds is a big thing in that category. Is this a sub-niche that you're going to expand further into in the future?
I think, so, I mean, SONOS believes that we can have space in every audio category. I'm not in a position to comment on specific roadmap questions just now, but I think that there certainly is space, and if we think there is an interesting use case, then it's something we're always making sure that we're exploring.
It seems to me that there's quite a lot of ways that there's quite a lot of space where the SONOS Ace can continue to grow into the future. We spoke a little bit in the briefing there about potentially syncing up 2 devices at once, or working out how the renderer works in different ways. Is this a baby step for the SONOS Ace, a first test, and you've got a roadmap for lots of R&D and lots of improvements to this specific device in the future?
I think it's a very solid first entry into the category. As I mentioned, like, we made sure that we were launching it at the right moment after like very meticulous fine-tuning. But there's certainly experiences that we can develop and expand upon, and we're certainly going to be listening to the market and what our customers are saying, because ultimately this request came from customers requesting SONOS to enter the personal listening category.
Thanks, Heath. Thanks for your time.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We're able to offer up mind-blowing spatial audio and an unprecedented cinematic listening experience as well. So it lets you watch TV while others may sit quiet. And you can choose to tune out the world with active noise cancellation, or you're able to enable aware mode when you want more interaction with your environment as well. So SONOS Ace will be available June 5th, 2024 this year, and it's available for 699 Australian dollars.